Hello and welcome to Mastermind with me, Clive Myrie. In the spotlight tonight are Jeremy Hicks, a retired software engineer. His specialist subject is the record-breaking cyclist, Sir Mark Cavendish. Lucy Knight, a patent attorney. Her subject is the music of the rock band The Darkness. Dom Tate, a research director. He'll be answering questions on the BBC satirical comedy series The Day Today. And Jeff Davis, a former social worker, whose subject is the unconventional literary figure Sylvia Townsend Warner. We pride ourselves here at Mastermind on being hospitable hosts. Well, except for the scary music. OK, the ticking clock can be intimidating. The black chair, right, not for those with a nervous disposition. The quick-fire questions, OK. We're as hospitable as we can be, given the circumstances. You don't really think getting your hands on this glorious glass bowl and calling yourself a Mastermind champion is going to come easy? 2 minutes on a specialist subject and 2.5 minutes on general knowledge will decide who goes through to the semi-finals. So, can I ask our first contender to join us, please? Your name?
Jeremy Hicks.
Your occupation?
Retired software engineer.
And your specialist subject?
Sir Mark Cavendish.
The professional cyclist nicknamed the Manx Missile, who's considered one of the greatest sprinters of all time. In 2 minutes, let's go. Mark Cavendish's introduction to competitive cycling was when he accompanied his younger brother to the Children's League at the National Sports Centre on the Isle of Man. What's his brother's first name?
Andy.
Yes, to fund the cost of travelling abroad to race, Cavendish took a job at what type of business establishment at the age of 16?
A bank.
Yes, at the 2006 Commonwealth Games in Melbourne, Cavendish won a gold medal for the Isle of Man. In which track event?
The scratch race.
Yes, at the Tour of Switzerland in 2010, which team organised a protest against Cavendish after he'd been deemed responsible for a collision with their rider Heinrich Hausler near the finish of the previous stage?
Cervelo.
Yes, at the end of the 2008 Olympic Games in Beijing, Cavendish borrowed a silver medal from which of his teammates to try to get an upgrade on the flight home?
Jason Kenny.
Yes, at the end of 2011, Cavendish joined Team Sky on a 3-year contract, but left after just 1 season to join which other team?
Quick Step.
Yes, in 2013, Cavendish won the points competition at the Giro d'Italia by taking first place in 2 intermediate sprints during the final stage, as well as winning the stage itself to overturn which rider's 11-point lead?
Rojas.
No, Vincenzo Nibali. Although it was deemed too tough and hilly for Cavendish to handle in 2006, the following year he competed for the first time in what Pro Tour race, which he described as a week-long school for suffering?
The Celta Prize.
No, the Tour of Catalonia. In 2016, Cavendish won the Madison with Bradley Wiggins at the World Championships and then took silver in the Omnium at the Rio Olympics a month after winning how many stages of the Tour de France?
4.
Yes, in 2021, Cavendish equalled the record set by Eddy Merckx when he achieved his 34th Tour de France stage win, despite having to complete part of the final descent with severe damage to which part of his bike?
The brakes.
No, the saddle. Cavendish joined Bahrain McLaren for the 2020 season, after which coach, whom he'd worked with at British Cycling, became their team principal?
Rod Ellingworth.
It was Rod Ellingworth. So, Jeremy, at the end of that round, you had no passes. You've got 8 points. And our next contender, please. Your name?
Lucy Knight.
Your occupation?
Patent attorney.
And your specialist subject?
The music of the darkness.
The award-winning British rock band formed in Lowestoft in 2000. In 2 minutes, let's go. Dan Hawkins reportedly realised that his brother Justin would make a good frontman for the band after watching his impromptu performance of what Queen song at a family New Year's Eve party in 1999?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes, The Darkness had their first UK Top 40 single when which track from their chart-topping debut album, Permission to Land, reached number 11 in June 2003?
Growing on Me.
Yes, between August and December 2012, the band supported which singer on part of her world tour? The flamboyant dresser Justin Hawkins reportedly saying, "I think there will be some sneaky glances into each other's wardrobe area."
Lady Gaga.
Yes, what single, which reached #2 in the UK in 2003, features a children's choir from Haberdashers' Asks Hatcham College in New Cross in London, a school once attended by Justin and Dan's mother?
Christmas time, Don't Let the Bells End.
Yes, which musician is credited as the guitar technician on the 2019 album Easter is Cancelled and has also been known to perform with the band on stage during live shows?
Chris McDougall.
No, Ian Norfolk. The song Mudslide from the 2015 album Last of Our Kind includes the lyrics, "Somewhere under the mud flow, way down low, there lies my dear beloved," what?
Sarah.
No, Gazebo. Which model and television personality stars in the music video for the 2020 single In Another Life, playing an angel who sends messages down to Justin Hawkins in hell?
Abby Clancy.
Yes, the band's second album, One Way Ticket to Hell and Back, features the guest musician Stuart Cassells playing what instrument on the track Hazel Eyes?
Bagpipes.
Yes, which drummer joined The Darkness for their album Last of Our Kind, replacing the co-founding member Ed Graham, but leaving a short time later?
Emily Dolan Davis.
Yes, during promotion of the band's 2021 song Jussie's Girl, Justin Hawkins claimed that sonically we were aiming for somewhere between Def Leppard and which singer?
Billy Ocean.
Yes, which railway company is the subject of an expletive-laden song on the 2017 Pinewood Smile album?
Southern Trains.
It is Southern. Lucy, at the end of that round, no passes, you've got 9 points. And our next contender, please. Your name,
Dom Tate,
your occupation,
Research Director,
and your specialist subject.
The Day-to-Day.
The groundbreaking satire of television news devised by Chris Morris and Armando Iannucci and its radio predecessor, On the Hour. In 2 minutes, let's go. What's the single-word name of the Daily Telegraph's physical cartoonist played by David Schneider, who makes brief appearances presenting wry takes on political events?
Brandt.
Yes, Barbara Wintergreen, a journalist played by Rebecca Front, who delivers sensationalist crime reports from the United States, works for a television news network known by what 3 initials?
CBN.
Yes, in On the Hour, it's revealed that a pizza delivery man, Lionel Cosgrave, was once arrested for impersonating a Chelsea pensioner, although he explains the only impression he can do is of which actor?
Michael Crawford.
Yes, in a set of football results, read by Alan Partridge. What's the full name of the team that's reported to have beaten Chunky Norwich 3-1 in Division 2?
Sheffield Hysterical.
Yes, who directed all episodes of The Day-to-Day, including the original unbroadcast pilot?
Andrew Gilman.
Yes, in a trailer for BBC Two's Attitudes Night, a clip is shown of what fictional programme from 1962 that's described as the first popular weekly serial to use swear words?
Frampton Row.
Yes, in 1995, the BAFTA for Best Graphic Design was presented to 2 members of the Day-to-Day team, Richard Norley and which other designer, in recognition of their work in creating the look of the programme?
Hillier.
No, Russell Hilliard. In On the Hour, it's reported that a blue bottle has been terrorising residents in which village in Essex?
Dedham.
Yes, in a documentary feature on management training techniques. What's the name of the pig released by Lester Beck of Events International inside the offices of a company in Windsor to see how staff deal with the situation?
Snorkel.
Yes, what's the name of the Day-to-Day's film researcher, a former radio colleague of Chris Morris, who revealed that Armando Iannucci's interview question to him was to ask what footage he'd used to illustrate a whale trapped in a department store?
Robert Katz.
Yes, after a pasta slick washes up on the coast of Devon, more than 1,000 birds are found drenched in what variety of pasta on a beach near Exmouth, with several basking sharks also believed to have become clogged up?
Linguini.
Yes. What's the surname of the manager of the Bureau de Change in the fictional BBC soap The Bureau?
Hennety.
It is Hennety. So, Dom, at the end of that round, you had no passes. You've got 11 points. And our final contender, please. Your name,
Jeff Davis.
your occupation,
Former social worker.
and your specialist subject.
Sylvia Townsend Warner.
The author and musicologist remembered as much for her unconventional life as her witty and subversive writing. In 2 minutes, Let's go. Sylvia Townsend Warner was born in 1893 in Middlesex, where her father, George, had 2 years earlier become an assistant housemaster at which school?
Harrow.
Yes, Warner studied piano and organ with which music tutor? Her father's colleague at Harrow, with whom she began a prolonged love affair at the age of 19.
Percy Buck.
Yes, in 1917, along with Percy Buck, Warner was appointed to a 5-person committee responsible for compiling and editing a 10-volume reference book with what 3-word title?
Tudor church music.
Yes, Warner's first published piece of writing, an account of her time working at a munitions factory, was printed in 1916 in what magazine, where it was credited to an unnamed lady worker?
Blackwoods.
Yes, after her father's death in 1916, Warner struggled to look after her mother, Nora, and was relieved when Nora agreed to marry which architect and family friend?
Ronald Delouat.
Yes, in Warner's debut novel, Lolly Willows, published in 1926, the title character leaves her brother's London home where she'd been living and takes a room in what fictional village in the Chilterns?
Great Mop.
Yes, 3 of the poems from Warner's debut poetry collection, The Espalier, were set to music as songs by which composer? An acquaintance whom she admitted finding a trifle con molto sentimento at times?
John Ireland.
Yes, in 1930, Warner began a lifelong relationship with the poet Valentine Ackland, shortly after the pair had taken up residence together at a cottage in Dorset, known by what name?
Miss Green's Cottage.
Yes. What was the title of Warner and Ackland's joint poetry collection published in 1933, in which works by the 2 poets are presented side by side without any indication of who wrote which?
Whether a Dove or a Seagull.
Yes, Warner and Ackland joined the Communist Party of Great Britain in 1935, and the following year, they were called on by the party to travel to Spain to assist the work of what humanitarian organisation during the Spanish Civil War?
The Red Cross.
Yes, what's the 5-word title of the short story published by the New Yorker magazine in 1936? The first of around 150 of Warner's works, printed by the magazine over the next 40 years.
My Mother Won the War.
My Mother Won the War, indeed. Jeff, you had no passes, and at the end of that round, you got them all right, 11 points.
Thank you.
And at the end of the specialist subjects round, let's have a look at the scores. In 4th place with 8 points is Jeremy. In 3rd place with 9 points, it's Lucy. And in joint 1st place with 11 points are Dom and Jeff. So now it's general knowledge, and if there's a tie at the end, then the number of passes is taken into account, and the person with the fewer passes is the winner. And if they're tied on passes as well, it's a tie break, so let's ask Jeremy to join us again, please. So, Jeremy, you start with 8 points. You've now got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Let's go. In an abbreviation used in aviation to describe a type of aircraft, the letters STOL stand for short, takeoff, and what?
Landing.
Yes, the Lhasa Apso, originally reared in the Himalayas, is a breed of what domesticated animal?
Dog.
Yes. Ian Woosnam, Colin Montgomery, and Nick Faldo rose to fame as professional players of which sport?
Golf.
Yes, according to legend, what's the name of King Arthur's wife, who has an adulterous affair with Sir Lancelot?
Guinevere.
Yes, what adjective derived from a Latin verb meaning to plough describes farmland that's used for growing crops?
Arable.
Yes, which Texan-born rapper topped the UK albums chart in August 2023 with Utopia?
Jay-Z.
No, Travis Scott. Until it was conquered by the Spanish in the 16th century, which empire had its capital in the Peruvian city of Cusco?
Inca.
Yes, the 1792 publication, A Vindication of the Rights of Woman, which argues for educational and social reform, was written by which British moral and political philosopher?
Mary Wollstonecraft.
Yes, the metallic element with the atomic number 102 and the chemical symbol NO is named after which Swedish chemist?
Nordstrom.
No, Nobel. What's the name of the former president of the European Council who, in 2023, was sworn in to serve for a 2nd term as Prime Minister of Poland?
Donald Tusk.
Yes, the chart-topping cover version of the song Love Is All Around by Wet 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 was recorded for the soundtrack of what 1994 film directed by Richard Curtis?
4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Yes, what 2-word name is commonly used in North America for the medical condition known in the UK as conjunctivitis?
Eye strain.
No, pink eye, the controversial process of hydraulic fracturing used to extract natural gas or oil from subterranean rock, is more commonly known by what informal name?
Fracking.
Yes, which Midwestern US state, nicknamed the Show Me State, has Jefferson City as its capital?
Missouri.
Yes, what French word for godfather is used in English in the entertainment industry for a person who introduces acts and provides the links between them?
Parent.
No, compare. In cookery, the word squab can refer to an immature chicken, but is more commonly used for the young of what other bird?
Pigeon.
Yes, which Dorset town, built on land owned by the Duchy of Cornwall, was designed to be an urban extension to Dorchester?
Hotbury.
No, Poundbury. What's the term used in physics for the rate at which an object's velocity increases in time, and which is usually measured in feet or meters per second per second?
Acceleration.
It is acceleration. Jeremy, you had no passes, and at the end of that round, you've got 21 points. Next up, it's Lucy. Lucy, you start with 9 points. The score to beat as it stands is 21 points. You've got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Let's go. Angleterre is the French name for which of the home nations of the UK?
England.
Yes, the pub landlord Amos Brearley, played by Ronald McGill, was introduced in the first episode of which British television soap in October 1972?
Emmerdale.
Yes, on the pH scale, what numerical value indicates a solution that's neither acidic nor alkaline, but neutral?
7.
Yes, which American singer's UK hit albums include Ultraviolence in 2014, Honeymoon the following year, and Blue Bannisters in 2021?
Lady Gaga.
No, Lana Del Rey, the sacred text of which religion, which predates Islam, having been founded in Persia about 3,000 years ago, is called the Avesta?
Pass.
Which spirit is typically used to make fortified wines such as sherry and port?
Gin.
No, brandy. The 2023 Booker Prize was won by the novel Prophet's Song, written by which Irish author?
Ian McDougall.
No, Paul Lynch. Which letter of the Greek alphabet is used in maths to represent the number that's usually approximated to 3.14, or the fraction 22/7?
Pi.
Yes, which American landscape photographer and conservationist who died in 1984 was honored after his death with a peak in Yosemite National Park being named after him?
Adams.
Yes, Mehran Karimi Nassiri, who lived for 18 years in a departure lounge in Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport, was cited as an inspiration for what 2004 film starring Tom Hanks and Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Departure Lounge.
No, The Terminal, which King of England was killed by the forces of Henry Tudor at the Battle of Bosworth in 1485.
Richard I.
No, Richard III. In the name of the university course commonly abbreviated to PPE, the letters stand for philosophy, politics, and what other subject?
Economics.
Yes, the Italian football club Juventus is based in which city?
Milan.
No, Turin. The lunar module used on the Apollo 11 mission, which landed on the surface of the moon in 1969, had what avian name?
Eagle.
Yes, what large three-wheeled carriage, a now obsolete forerunner of the wheelchair, was named after the English city where it was invented in the 18th century?
Pass.
What word for a cloth covering? I've studied, so I'll finish. What word for a cloth covering suspended over a bed is also a term for the uppermost layer of branches and leaves in a forest?
Canopy.
It is canopy. Lucy just did 2 passes. That large three-wheeled carriage, forerunner of a wheelchair, named after the English city in which it was invented, the Bath chair. And the sacred text of which religion, which predates Islam, having been founded in Persia, is called the Avesta Zoroastrianism. So, at the end of that round, Lucy, you've got 17 points. Next up, it's Dom. Dom, you start with 11 points. The score to beat, as it stands, is 21 points, and you've now got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Let's go. What's the word for the thickened parts of a shirt at the bottom end of each sleeve that are often fastened with buttons?
Cuff.
Yes, what television game show was relaunched in 2024, hosted by Bradley and Barney Walsh and featuring regular competitors including Dynamite, Phantom and Fury?
Gladiators.
Yes, Argentina's men's national rugby union team is nicknamed after which big cat?
Puma.
Yes, songs entitled Baggy Trousers, Grey Day and It Must Be Love were UK hit singles in the 1980s for which British ska pop group?
Madness.
Yes, what name derived from the Greek for words and writing is given to the practice of compiling dictionaries?
Graphology.
No, lexicography. Which American author lived in Key West, Florida in the 1930s with his second wife Pauline in a house that in 1964 was opened as a museum?
John Steinbeck.
No, Hemingway. The carnival marking Shrove Tuesday is commonly known in many places by what French name, which translates into English as Fat Tuesday?
Mardi Gras.
Yes, which actor directed the 1995 film Braveheart and stars as Scottish rebel leader William Wallace?
Mel Gibson.
Yes, Bulawayo is the second largest city of which African country?
Zimbabwe.
Yes, what name after the building in London where it's headquartered is commonly given to the British think tank known officially as the Royal Institute of International Affairs?
Mansion House.
No, Chatham House. The play Bartholomew Fair, first performed in 1614, was written by which English dramatist and contemporary of Shakespeare?
Ben Jonson.
Yes. What fruitcake, originally made for Mothering Sunday, but now more commonly eaten at Easter, is distinguished by its top layer of marzipan, often with balls of marzipan as decoration?
Simnel cake.
Yes. The 1888 symphonic suite Scheherazade, about the legendary storyteller from the tales of the Arabian Nights, was written by which Russian composer?
Rimsky-Korsakov.
Yes, what three-letter word is commonly used to refer to the digestive tract, especially the stomach or intestines?
Gut.
Yes, which Mexican artist, who died in 1957, was known for painting large murals, including a 27-panel series in Detroit depicting the automobile industry?
Diego Rivera.
Yes, which planet in our solar system is the fifth largest but the most dense?
Earth.
Yes, which prison in West Berlin, where numerous Nazi officials were held after the Second World War, was demolished in 1987, following the death of its last inmate, Rudolf Hess?
Spandau.
Yes, which town in southern England between Guildford and Basingstoke is known for its biennial international air show, first held in 1948?
Farnborough.
Yes, what popular video game created by Marcus Persson and released in 2009 allows players to build and explore a world made up of coloured blocks?
Minecraft.
It is Minecraft. So, Dom, you had no passes at the end of that round. You've got 27 points. And finally, let's have Jeff again, please. So, Jeff, you start with 11 points. The score to beat to get through to the semi-finals is Dom's 27 points. You've got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Let's go. In a common expression, engaging in a pointless activity while ignoring something more important is likened to rearranging the deck chairs on which ship?
The Titanic.
Yes, the penny black, famous as the world's first adhesive postage stamp, featured an image of which British monarch?
Queen Victoria.
Yes, what's the four-letter name for the substance composed mainly of carbon that's obtained by heating certain types of coal in the absence of oxygen and is used as a fuel in a blast furnace?
Charcoal?
No, Coke. Birdsong and Charlotte Gray are among the historical novels written by which British author?
Sebastian Faulks.
Yes, what's the title of the television detective series starring Hannah Donaldson and Romario Simpson that began in 2022 and is set in Aberdeen?
Granite City?
No, Granite Harbour. The name Leu is shared by two different units of currency, one used in Moldova and another in which neighbouring EU country?
Croatia.
No, Romania. Which of the Marx brothers who changed his name from Adolf to Arthur starred with his siblings in several films without speaking and was known for his visual comedy?
Chico?
No, Harpo. The famous aria La Donna Immobile is sung at the beginning of the third act of which opera by Verdi?
Il Traviata.
No, Rigoletto. Which American boxer who was the world heavyweight champion from 1919 to 1926 was known as the Manasseh Mauler?
Rocky Marciano.
No, Jack Dempsey. What French phrase, which translates literally as joy of living, is used in English to mean exuberance or a keen enjoyment of life?
Joy de vivre.
Yes, the Sunda Strait to the south of the island of Sumatra links the Java Sea to which ocean?
The Indian.
Yes, the European species of which insect, similar in appearance to the common wasp but larger, has the scientific name Vespa crabro, and, although less aggressive than most wasps, has a reputation for inflicting a painful sting?
Hornet.
Yes, what's the name of the Republic of Ireland's National Parliament building on Kildare Street in Dublin?
The Post Office.
No. Leinster House. Which former member of the band Genesis had a UK #1 album in 2023 entitled I.O.?
Phil Collins.
No. Peter Gabriel. In Greek mythology, the goddess Athena is said to have emerged fully grown and in full armour from the forehead of which god?
Zeus.
Yes. What shortened name is given to the popular American snack that consists of toasted marshmallows and pieces of chocolate, sandwiched between 2 biscuits or crackers?
Smooth.
No. S'mores. The actress and socialite Lily Lagtree was commonly nicknamed after which of the Channel Islands where she was born in 1853?
Jersey.
Yes. What property of an electric circuit? I've started, so I'll finish. What property of an electric circuit is obtained by multiplying the voltage by the current?
The resistance.
No, it's power. So, Jeff, you had no passes, and at the end of that round, you've got 19 points.
Yep.
So let's have a look at the final scores. In 4th place with 17 points is Lucy. In 3rd place with 19 points, it's Jeff. In 2nd place with 21 points is Jeremy. And in 1st place with 27 points, it's Dom, which means he goes through to the semi-finals. Congratulations to him. If you'd like to be a contender in the next series, please go to our website, bbc.co.uk/mastermind, and you can follow us at Mastermind Quiz. Join us again next time for more Masterminds. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
I feel incredibly pleased and really quite relieved to win my heat in Mastermind. So I've been on University Challenge and Only Connect, so I suppose in a way this was the 3rd of the Quizzy Monday type programmes which I've gone on. The reason I applied for Mastermind now, I suppose in the past I'd been worried about kind of ruining a specialist subject by over-revising for it, but I just decided that, you know, perhaps now is the time to plunge in and really kind of attack a specialist subject.
And your specialist subject?
The day-to-day. I chose the day-to-day because it was a real obsession of mine when I was growing up, and, you know, I suppose I still quote lines to my friends from it even now, so it was a natural choice.
And in joint 1st place with 11 points are Dom and Jeff.
At half-time, obviously, we were level, so I just decided there was really nothing I could do about influencing the other people's scores, so all I could influence was my own score. Gladiators.
Yes.
Puma.
Yes.
Minecraft.
It is Minecraft.
In my general knowledge round, my strategy, if you like, was to just go as quickly as humanly possible. I typically know if I'm going to know something or not, so it's just best to blurt that answer out and wait for the next one. So, yeah, obviously, I was quite pleased with the final result there.
And in 1st place with 27 points, it's Dom, which means he goes through to the semi-finals.
I'll definitely take some time off from revising now that I've actually won the heats, but yeah, once I've done a small amount of celebrating, I'll probably be back revising for the next one.